When this music kicks in, you know terrifying things are waiting around the next corner. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest songs in video games. For this list, we'll be looking at music in video games that scared the crap out of players, setting the mood for whatever nightmare fuel the game had in store. Number 10, Taxidermy, Killer 7.
Looks like this is your end.
Oh, yes.
Considering that you take control of 7 elite assassins throughout the course of this game, there's not much that can be thrown at you that you can't overcome with well-timed bullets. However, that doesn't make this little number any less creepy, playing like the perversion of a lullaby. This brief song worms its way into your ears after the certified badass Dan Smith puts down his old mentor Curtis Blackburn.
Guess it's time to close the curtains.
Trying to die in style? Give me a break, you sick old man.
Taking down the man who killed you might seem satisfying, but with this track accompanying it, it certainly adds a new layer of chills. Number 9, Lament, Siren, Blood Curse. Ironically known as Siren New Translation in Japan, this title brought with it a song that more than lived up to its namesake. Much like the Siren of Legend, the track is deceptive in nature, beginning with a rather beautiful melody as a female vocalist adds some potent notes. It's entrancing and very pleasant to listen to at first. As the song progresses, the atmosphere takes a more sinister twist, and the vocals begin to turn into unpleasant cries. By the time it ends, you're probably more than a little unnerved of what might be waiting for you as you go on. Number 8, the first chapter, On the Ground, Drakengard. If there was ever a song that perfectly encapsulated the chaos and fear that came from an invasion, it would be this one. Starting the game off on a high, the fierce might of the Empire brings the full force of its army down on the stronghold of the Union. Taking control of protagonist Kane, the players have to race across the battlefield and slice apart the enemy commanders, all while the unending rapid pace of the background track keeps the adrenaline flowing, bringing feelings of desperation and a sense of urgency to the surface, even as you cut your way through the oncoming hordes. With this song playing, you can't help but feeling like it's all for naught. Number 7, Lavender Town, Pokemon Red and Blue. We're not sure why a game filled to the brim with lovable creatures and an endearing tale of adventure and companionship would feature an eerie song like this, but it certainly did its job. After setting foot in the titular Lavender Town, trainers everywhere were not only left with a song that drastically brought down the atmosphere to a more somber tone, but also got to listen to it while exploring a tower that houses the graves of deceased Pokemon. The worst part? This song spawned a creepypasta that told of how children who listened to the song too much would go crazy and be driven to suicide. Number 6, Dungeon, Diablo. You didn't think your quest to destroy the ultimate evil wouldn't include descending into various caves and catacombs filled with unholy monsters, did ya? Well, it does, and what makes it even worse is that this song comes with it as you make your way through the cathedral. This track doesn't only enhance the menace of the creatures you encounter, but reflects the threat of Diablo himself, almost like his corruption can be heard with each bellow of the song's haunting choir. Like the warrior says, the sanctity of this place has truly been fouled. Number 5, Final Boss, Sonic CD, US version. Do you like your Eggman to come with a soundtrack that you'll be hearing in your nightmares afterwards? Well, feast your ears on this one. You know the drill, Robotnik causes a whole lot of trouble and our favorite blue blur intervenes. However, gamers in the US got something a little extra, as their version came with a track that makes it feel like you're running into a trap, and that the mad scientist is actually someone to be feared, and is someone who will take great pleasure in watching you die. Throw in the fact that his laugh echoes across the song, and all of a sudden Sonic's oldest foe is painted in a much more sinister light. Number 4, Final Hours, The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Is it any surprise that the darkest entry in The Adventures of Link features music that excels at capturing a sense of hopelessness? Despite being able to rewind time before the moon crashes into Termina below, the track that plays as Oblivion approaches is still a haunting one. Accompanied by the sound of bells, the overwhelming feeling of impending doom is masterfully portrayed, heightening the resolve of players all the more to catch that damned Skull Kid before everything is destroyed. If Mortal Frailty ever had a tune, it would probably be this. Number 3, Witch, Left 4 Dead. She's not cackling, and she's not standing over a bubbling cauldron, but the dread that you feel when encountering this particular zombie is made infinitely worse when this song suddenly explodes out of nowhere and signals her frenzied approach. The nonsensical vocals and accelerated tempo not only manage to invoke fear from the players, but they also portray the insanity that defines the witch's character. Even with 4 heavily armed individuals surrounding her, the witch is still a lethal force that can catch you off guard, with this track driving the point home that you should heed the warning of not startling her. Number 2, Gygus, Earthbound. It might seem like quite the challenge to create a track for a formless amalgamation of hatred and madness, but they succeeded, and the result will chill your blood. As Gygus constantly shifts in appearance, we're greeted to the sound of wind blowing, faint traces of otherworldly mutters, all before escalating to the point where white noise and other uncomfortable sounds are thrown in. Much like Gygus itself, the song manages to get under your skin in a way that few others can. No wonder the only way to defeat it is to pray, because silently wishing for this track to end is all you'll be able to do in the face of this monstrosity. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, River Twig's Bed, Super Paper Mario. How could anything involving video games' favorite plumber have anything remotely scary in it? Well, we refer you to River Twigs and all the horrors within. Said to be filled with the tears of sinners and inhabited by eerie creatures known as underhands. The river that runs through the underwear is not a pleasant place to visit. And then there's the music. With a disturbing score accompanied by distorted voices, not to mention the feeling of foreboding as Mario swims deeper and deeper into its depths, it's truly a song that cannot be unheard, and will stalk the shadows of your mind after only a single listen. Thanks a lot, Mario. Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the scariest song in a video game? With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.